Ohio State had a great 2018 season. They went to the Rose Bowl, biggest bowl of them all, and beat Washington. And along with that, they were Big Ten champions. The thing is, they lose Urban Meyer at head coach. He is now retired, and Ryan Day is the new head coach coming in. We saw how well he did at the beginning of last season when Urban Meyer was suspended for the time. But how is Ryan Day and Ohio State going to do in 2019? That's what we're going to be going over today in the schedule preview. I'm just going to be going over a few points and my first thoughts on Ohio State's schedule in 2019. In 2018, they went 13-1. They lose Haskins, Martell, and return J.K. Dobbins. Those two losses are going to be big. I mean, Haskins, he is a great cornerback, and I really thought he did a great job at Ohio State. Martell, of course, moving away, that's going to be tough as well. J.K. Dobbins is going to be a great running back in 2019. We saw how well he did in 2018. Made a big impact on this team as well. They bring in Justin Fields at quarterback. There's a lot of hype around him at Ohio State right now. I really don't know how he's going to do. We're going to have to see after the spring games coming in about March or April, just to see how he's going to do. I don't know what to expect from him yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing and watching Ohio State's spring game to see how he does. So there's 3 receivers and 4 offensive linemen. That's really where they're taking a hit on offense. 3 receivers. So Justin Fields, also being a quarterback, he's also going to have to deal with 3 new receivers. And those 3 receivers that they lose are big receivers as well. I believe that they were all starting or top priority. They only lose 1 on defense, which is a defensive tackle. Good news there for Ohio State. So their defense is going to be great next year. That's what we know for sure. They should be one of the best in the conference. But the offense may struggle, especially passing-wise. Expect Dobbins to get a ton of action next year. 2019 outlook is great, though, for Ohio State. I still expect them to be a great team. I mean, Ryan Day, I was kind of impressed with how well he did as a coach. There was a huge blowout win against Oregon State. There's another huge win. And then that TCU game, I know that was their third one. That was their second or third one. I believe TCU at the time was a top 15 opponent, and they blew them out as well. TCU looked really good at the time. We was really impressed by how well Ryan Day did. Ohio State made a great decision in bringing Ryan Day in and keeping him around this Ohio State program. Here's their schedule for next year. Not too bad. Definitely not the toughest schedule in the Big Ten. That's what I do know. They got Florida Atlantic and Cincinnati to kick off the season, then Miami, Ohio. So really, for Ohio State, their non-conference schedule is very, very simple. Florida Atlantic, they should easily take care of, along with Cincinnati and Miami, Ohio. Cincinnati's a little bit of a team that'll probably be their toughest non-conference game. Then you got Miami, Ohio. So, yeah, they should blow that one out for sure. So really, September is very simple for Ohio State. Their first 4 games should be all blowouts, I would expect. And then at Nebraska, watch out for that one on September 28th. Nebraska, I think, is going to be a team that you really need to watch out for next year. Not many people are talking about it. They had a great end to their season. And then they got that new quarterback and then Scott Frost. So expect that game to be a tough one. They got Michigan State and Northwestern, also with Northwestern on the road. They got Fitzgerald, and then they got that team who went to the Big Ten Championship last year. They're not losing a whole lot either, so that's also a game to watch out for if you're Ohio State. And then Michigan State at home could take care of them. Not sure what to expect on Michigan State yet next year. So watch out for those 3 games in the middle of their schedule. And they got 3 more easier games: Wisconsin, Maryland, Rutgers. Don't expect much out of Wisconsin. And Maryland and Rutgers are the 2 teams in the Big Ten really who are very forgettable. And then you got Penn State and Michigan to end the season. So they kind of go in 2 phases during the season. You got one part of your schedule which is super easy, that's that first 4-game stretch. Then you got 3 more tougher games, which are in between September and early October. Then you got end of October and early November, which are tough. Or actually, no, those are going to be pretty easy. Then you got the end of the season, which are going to be 2 bangers. You got Penn State at home. Penn State obviously should be a great team once again. Then at Michigan. That's a game that I think may be a loss for this Ohio State team. Could they very well win it? I think they could. But I think Michigan next year is going to be the better team than Ohio State. Just because with Ohio State, there's a lot of uncertainty right now with this program. mean, having a new head coach, don't really worry about that, in my opinion. It's just that having a quarterback in Justin Fields is how he's going to do. If he does well, this team could very well go on and possibly make a run for the college football playoff. Thing is, though, with having a new quarterback, he's got to get used to the new systems, and it just does not happen in a year. That's why most rookie quarterbacks, I mean, Trevor Lawrence is a big exception at Clemson, but really most rookie quarterbacks in college, I mean, they don't really do too well. It just takes some time to be able to get used to the systems. And so I think for Ohio State, a lot of uncertainty in this program next year. But yeah, that Michigan game at the end of the season, definitely going to be one to watch out for. I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Fields does well. That Ohio State and Michigan game once again could determine who goes to the college football playoff and who does not. So watch out for that one for sure. Estimated record-wise, again, 8-4 to 12-0 right now. Despite that Michigan game, I put it in red just because I think that's the game that they'll most likely lose. But yeah, so 8-4 to 12-0. I think your most comfortable bet for Ohio State is 9 to 10 wins. If Justin Fields does all right, and you could expect 10 to possibly even 11 if Justin Fields does well. It really is going to wrap around him this season, I think, because especially, I mean, losing 3 receivers, that is also a huge loss for this program. So lots of uncertainty once again with Ohio State next year. I'll go over all these games once again for Ohio State in the summer. I'll give you guys my entire prediction on every game on this schedule. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's it for this video. Show some support if you would like to. I still got all the Big Ten teams to go. I'm going over both the SEC and the Big Ten at the moment. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you guys for watching once again, and I will see you all later.